is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup
Yes,
is brought to you
sir.
by EA Sports. It's the Niners and the Chiefs, and it's coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line.
Who y'all got for the game, man? Huh? Who y'all got? This is only a prediction, you know. Ain't the real deal.
Alongside Charles Davis.
Give you a little highlight what's to come.
Charles, we don't like to throw around the word dynasty loosely, but for the Chiefs, it applies. I mean, they're looking for their third title now in 5 years.
And with the way this league is configured now, it absolutely applies. I think you're totally on target. Remember, they lost a Super Bowl in there too. So to be back for the 4th time in 5 years in today's NFL, that's pretty incredible.
Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they were one of the heavy favorites to win the NFC, and they were able to get it done. And now they look for that elusive 6th Super Bowl title.
Remember, after going 5-0 in their first 5 appearances here, they've lost 2 straight. Super Bowl 47 to the Ravens in New Orleans and Super Bowl 54 to Kansas City in Miami. They'd love to start another streak like they had in the 80s when they won 4 Super Bowl titles.
The 2023 season has 1 game left. Here we go. Super Bowl 58 underway from Vegas. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. Leading them out, someone who took the league by storm last year is the most famous Mr. Irrelevant ever. From Iowa State, it's Brock Purdy.
And there are a lot of quarterbacks who had terrific careers. Think about guys like Phillip Rivers, Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon. But they never got to a Super Bowl. Yet here he is in his 2nd NFL season, already getting his chance. And we harken back to Dan Marino, another superstar, made it in his 2nd year, lost the game, and never made it back again.
Purdy going to the air right away. And his first pass is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. Waiting on it will be Richie James. That's pulled in at the 32. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you got the
welcome. Hope y'all enjoying y'all Saturday morning on this good Black History Month.
We'll get it forward to him on the touchback. pass. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield to make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
Man, who do y'all got y'all money on when the Super Bowl actually hits?
Still third down.
Here's 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I tell you what, if this is any quarterback other than Patrick Mahomes, I'm telling you how this is an ill-advised throw. But 15 is so good on the move with all those different arm angles and releases that all I'm saying now is that's a gorgeous play.
And again, it's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of a short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Mahomes again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas, let's keep it going.
Finding Gray on the out route. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how they shred the defense.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc. They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes.
They fumbling.
You off from your coverage. Does a
Good
nice
job
job of
with the money, yo.
and helping force an incompletion.
Imagine you had a parlay or a bet on this shit and you dropped all of it.
Mahomes to throw once more. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one for Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
Shit, you couldn't pay me enough to be at the damn Super Bowl. Shit, them tickets is high.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Absolutely filthy joke. He's got some space now. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap, the gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that, you're going to control an inside running game.
And he had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. He loves that.
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach to run back on film.
Let me see that one more time.
Show that again, coach. Look how my legs kept turning. I just kept moving, and he did to the tune of a big game.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Purdy now to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On first down, it's Purdy. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Damn.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's Purdy now on third and goal. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. It's a close game here early on. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the second quarter. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 19 yards that time for number 19. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here's second and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And this will
Thank
be
Lord. Give me the yards.
going to be made at the 49ers 22 yards there, a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself, thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Now Mahomes able to get that complete to Tony. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a
Yo.
Kadarius Toney, 48 yards. And the Chiefs continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
49ers ain't looking good.
Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
A second down throw for Purdy. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Purdy. He had a man open, but he missed.
Boy, they just thrown the whole game.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively. For that matter, they can use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. And he will have the Chiefs first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Mahomes now on first down. That one caught by Rice. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. And that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half.
Damn, they scored again? God damn, I missed it. And then they grabbed my coffee.
But right now, he's feeling it.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
They still got time to come back.
With that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here.
What is dude doing there?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. He'll get this to Jennings over the middle. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
On first down, Purdy. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 4. Purdy will look to throw again here. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
About time they're doing something. Doing something. Yeah, they coach over here stressing like LeBron James was a couple days ago.
Purdy looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Understandably, pass rushers keyed up for this Super Bowl, but you can't do that.
And let's face it, no one wants to lose one of these quarterbacks early in this game. So you know they're going to be protected by the officials.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
I feel like I see that interception
coming on. Catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Purdy now on 2nd down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. McCaffrey is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line.
Look like they about to fumble it in the 2nd quarter.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing here, Purdy. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk from 4 yards out. And the 49ers are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Moody good with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Well, the Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this 1st half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. But just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
I got a point
All
on
right,
the board.
Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. In the 1st half, we saw some strong play from Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. He threw a 1st quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the 2nd quarter, a 3-touchdown half. and he may just be getting started.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone
no
back
halftime
in for
show.
quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Here's Richie James on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Did I see holding? I thought I seen holding, but all right.
Tack on 15
Face
more for the
mask.
face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter,
Well, the Chiefs is running through the Niners like pig in slop.
this team, you got to figure at this point,
Like a pig
this is a
in
great
slop.
spot for them to go into attack
Man,
mode.
running through that
Really
motherfucker.
try to
Look,
play
look, look at it. Look.
Take it
Come
away
on.
for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Chiefs will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Jennings. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Purdy. And this is caught. Jennings powering his way forward. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 47 yards.
Well, they've got to remember that they're not going to get it all back on one drive. But that
you probably could have had a touchdown.
They also had to come out here in the third quarter with a sense of urgency and playmaking ability, and they showed it on that last play.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Purdy will set up to throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Jennings. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup.
Yeah, look like they done warmed up now. They hungry now.
Asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Again, McCaffrey. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Yeah, they screwed this up.
Now after a loss of 2.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, look at this play call. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The trick play does not pan out here on 4th and goal. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Once the camera gets behind somebody,
and he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
Boy,
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed him off with that run.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they found a way to be successful with it.
And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Second down and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen,
shit,
maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And he fields it cleanly. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Niners will go on offense, first and 10. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. 38-yard line, second and 9. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Yeah, they done. They
Guy,
win this
that's
game.
a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, Purdy. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it'll be fourth down.
If this were baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down. But the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Motion man right is Rice. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Purdy.
What are you doing? Come on.
Stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Yeah, 49ers lost. Yeah, they done it. They done. They out of there, coach. Pack up your bags and go ahead and go home.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. And the Chiefs are going to get him. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Hey, this is the Taylor Swift effect.
Here comes the 49ers punter
Taylor
now.
Swift.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10.
Look at the time on the board.
38. They'll swing this out to Tony. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, Hunter, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well.
Boy, if the 49ers actually lose this game like they're doing right now, that big-ass lead, they don't need to go back to the Super Bowl.
Incomplete as well. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll look to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right? And this is why
shit, this game was over during the second quarter.
After the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Purdy looking to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, the Chiefs won again.
Purdy now to throw. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And Kittle going to have a 49ers 1st down as the tackle is made right at the 25-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Clock steady going.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Purdy will look to throw again here. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
They're just trying to cut the loss. They're just trying to cut the loss numbers down. Right now, they're losing about 2.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Sorry, 49ers. Just don't come back next year. Look, what are you doing?
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead,
that's why the ass lost.
effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Purdy bootlegging it. Able to find Willis. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down.
No, they're not.
As
Game's
expected,
over.
they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line.
They're done.
They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd
You're
and
done.
goal. Just 2 minutes
You're
remaining
cooked.
here in the 4th quarter of what has been
Dog
a
war.
one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get your reset.
You don't deserve a
They've got
black
it
trash
3rd and goal
bag.
now as
Put
they
your
try to
ass in the
punch
clear
a late
bag
touchdown.
and throw you in the dumpster.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerron Jennings, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now Moody for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. Oh, that one well designed as they'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
It's a 49ers defense
Francisco
and
gonna call
offense
their
like
second timeout,
this.
and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. Lair. 30 yards. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown, because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back, because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
On first down, Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing on second down, it's Purdy. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Called in left side here by Jennings. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Boy, this is over. It's over. It's been over.
With a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty
Let's
high.
go ahead, take a knee.
But you have to harness
Stop
it somehow,
trying.
and he didn't on that play.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture, as now they've got a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy.
Interception. Nope.
He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that will pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Purdy. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, a 14-yard touchdown.
Yeah, they're still in there.
Niners get a bit closer.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Moody good with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
Pitiful.
And I know we
Pitiful.
brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw
Just
here.
take a knee.
I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout.
Boy.
And the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions.
Hey. Motherfuckers wanna win.
And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
49ers don't need that. Well, hopefully y'all enjoy this little prediction game. We'll give y'all a little, heads up of where to bet your money.
That's going to be an incredible feeling because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
Well, until next time, folks. Enjoy the rest of y'all day. Peace.